Alright, you guys. You know what today is. Can I vent for a little bit? I forgot who sings that song. There's a song called Can I Vent? And I like it. But so, let me vent real quick because today's the Boxing Day. Today's day 26. I don't have to go to work today. It's supposed to be a peaceful day, but it's been quite stressful. I'm not even going to lie, and I'm not going to pretend that it's not. So to all of us who have stressful days, and acknowledge that we got stressful days, we're going to be alright, kid. Alright, no matter what. So I came to vent because there's an issue right here, right now. And what else have a channel for if I can't vent on it? You know what I'm talking about? So, I'm going to turn you guys this way because I know I'm really supposed to be facing the light for real. It's not supposed to be like that. So, put you guys over here. So, what happened today was, actually, let me see. I should have set this up before. I tried to set up before I talked to you. Don't mind, these are stains. Who cares? I got clothes on. I'm thankful to have clothes on. So please don't judge for the stain. You see the stain? Don't judge. Okay? The shirt is very old. And why? If it's not broke, don't fix it. We're alright. Who loves me, love me. Who don't. Who cares about this? Who cares? So anyway, I'm just saying this because I know that some people on this internet could be really mean, right? And they're a lot meaner than they are in person. So anyway, I want to vent. Today's the Boxing Day, so I guess I got a story to tell you. So I need to vent to y'all about what happened. You remember last week when I told you I got sexually harassed at the... And if I'm talking fast, it's because I want to try to get this down in like 20 minutes. I don't want to spend an hour talking about what the heck is going on. But if it takes an hour, it takes an hour because I'm finna vent. Because when I tell you, I don't have no friends. I don't have no family for real. I don't really have nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all gotta be my people. You know what I'm saying? The only tribe I got is the one I'm raising for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? And if you really, really have me in your life, I'm just saying, because I like to protest for myself, because some people like to judge and be like, well, if somebody don't have no friends, that must be they're terrible. I wish I could say I was the one who was terrible. Because it would be easy to be like, this is what I did, guys. So there's a reason why I don't have no friends. And during our journey together, I'll do a story time and let y'all be the judge. Alright? I'll let y'all be the judge of the situation. I'll give you all the facts. Because I'm not one of them. Like I told my dad today, I'm not a liar. I'm not going to start today. Okay? Anyway, I'll tell you what I did wrong. So anyway, well, when I say I'm not a liar, let's just be real. 99.5% of the time, I'm not a liar. Alright? We're all humans. Let's not forget. Let's not forget we're all people. So anyways, I'm just saying that for the judgy people. Because I don't know who's watching and I don't know who's judging. But I just want a PSA, you know, because people are whatever. So anyway, back to the story. Today's day 26. And I will be at the boxing gym today, especially after what just happened. I got a lot of aggression. I got to get punched out. You feel me? And I don't like to punch people because, like I told my sister in Chicago, I think I told her. Well, I was trying to tell her, I was sitting, it was the wrong number I was talking to. So whoever that person was, I was telling her, I don't play with my hands. You come to put your hands on me, you come to die, I come to kill. Leave me alone. I'm not playing with you. We're not finna play. At all. I'm not finna, oh, I hit you with, I got you with a good black eye. No. If you attack me outside the ring, I'm fighting to survive. Because I have 3 sons I would like to see grow up. Okay? I would like to see if my hard work paid off. Because when I tell you it's hard work being a single mom, shout out to the single parents, shout out to the single caretakers. It's hard. Hard. Especially with me. I try to do all I can to keep the people in life. But it just didn't work. So that's the way it was. It wasn't supposed to happen like that for us. I guess that's the way it goes. So anyway, back to the story. So I go to the laundromat, the same one I go to get sexually harassed at on accident last week. What, 2 weeks ago? I don't know how long ago it was. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago. And there's a guy sitting there who's been had an issue with me. Sidebar, he's been had underlining animosity towards me for no good reason. For no good reason, okay? So, like, another sidebar, this girl that said, because I'm talking to the tribe of us. I'm talking to all tribes, but I'm talking to the tribe of us that you're sitting here walking through life and you're like, dang, I don't bother anybody and I'm just trying to be the best I could be. Why do people have an issue? She told me her name is Andrea. She told me, I met her at the park. She's like, because we live in the animal kingdom and maybe there's something on you that they could smell that it intimidates them. So maybe it's because I try to do good and they signed on to do evil and they have no problem. Maybe that's what it is. That's the only logical thing I could think of. Boom, 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 whatever. So anyway, I don't like to get blocked into I don't want to get blocked in. I don't like to block people in when I do laundry to unload, and I don't want to be blocked in. So the guy was parked with his door open in front of the laundromat, facing straight. The only other curb was the other one, so I backed up to it. Now, mind you, as I'm backing up, I have my entire head sticking out the window to watch for his door that is open. And I'm backing up. And I'm looking. Then as soon as I'm going to stop my truck, he decides to pop off with his mouth. And he decides to say, now mind you, I believe he's only saying that because I'm a woman. He's only saying that because if you know me in this area, and a lot of people see me in this area, they know me by seeing me in this area. They know I don't run around, I don't be doing no F stuff. I'm trying not to cuss for real. I don't be bothering nobody. I just be taking care of my kids, handling my business, and proceeding. If I'm talked to, that's because people stop to talk to me, or there might be a couple of people I have stopped to talk to, or whatever, if I already know them, or whatever. And to keep it funky, I used to smoke weed, so I might be like, hey, you got some weed. And those are a few people that I talk to. But sidebar, I don't smoke anything, not cigarettes, not weed, and I don't drink. So, and I haven't been doing none of that. And so let's pat me on the back for that really quick. Because it's not easy to decide, I'm not going to try to use something to make me feel good. Okay? So anyways, as I'm backing out, he pops out of the mouth saying something stupid. Like, dang, how far are you going to go? You going to hit my car? And he started popping off. So because I don't like ignorance, and I like people to be like, why are you interrupting me with your mouth? Why are you interrupting my day? Why are you bringing this to me? Why are you bothering me? Am I bothering you? I'm backing up my car. So I tell him, I said, you see my whole head sticking out. You see my eyes looking. Now, logically, why would I want to hit my car, let alone your car? Logically. I told him this. Logically, you see my head sticking out. Why would I want to hit your car? Right? Makes no sense. And so he's popping off or whatever, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm fed up. So I pop off back like this is dumb. Like this is ignorant. And I know 9.5 times out of 10, the only reason why you're talking to me this way is because I'm a woman by myself. You see me by myself. You wanted your balls today. You wanted to feel like you had your cojones today, and you wanted to use me to do it. Go do it with somebody who's in your weight class. Go do it with somebody who's a man like you. Not a woman who, no matter what I do, I'm going to have to be swift on my feet to kick your ass. For real. And I'm not saying I can't. I'm not saying I can't. We both don't know what's going to happen. You might be the type of punk that doesn't fight. You only shoot. That's punk stuff. You know what I mean? So anyway, especially because we'll talk about that later. So anyways, so he starts popping off, and you already got me out my box, and I'm fed up with y'all. So I just like, you know what? This is ignorant. You don't even know. I used you as an example with my son like months ago. Like, I see you driving a nice car. I told my son you should work hard like that. But he's like, you don't know me. You're right. I don't know you. You might not be working hard. You might be selling drugs to people in order to get, you know what I'm saying? So how hard are you really working? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people who nurses, everybody working at a grocery store, working at a gas station, working at D's, wherever you working at, y'all working hard. You feel me? You can't answer your phone in an emergency. You can't, you know what I mean? Like, you really it's hard out here, for real. So, you're right. I should never used you. I don't know you. I should have never used him as an example to myself because I don't know him. And today I got to really know him. And so now that I know him, I wish I would have never used him as an example to my sons. Because I wouldn't want my sons to be like him at all. Not even a little bit. If any, and I'll re-talk to them and let them know. Because, like I said, I'm raising my tribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm raising my tribe. So, of course, I'm going to let them know what happened and use it as a life lesson. You know what I mean? Don't think just because somebody's got a nice car that they worked hard for it. That's first of all. Don't think just because somebody came to the room as a man doesn't mean they're man by definition. They're just man biologically. They're not a true man. A true man would have already knew to be quiet. Why? They would have peeped the situation. She got her head sticking out. It's not like he can't see my head and he had to honk, 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 honk. He sees me actively trying not to hit our cars. And still chose to say something because he wanted to take his opportunity to say something to me because he's been had an issue with me. And I'll tell y'all the issue in a minute. So anyway, I'm going in, I'm taking my stuff out, but of course I'm still talking because I'm fed up already. And I'm still talking because it's like, all right, you got me out my box, now I'm out my box. What's up? I'm not, whatever. Now I told him you can send who you want to send. You can send 5 bitches, 10, 5 females, 10 females, 1 female, 5 dudes. I don't care what you do. You're wrong. And and when they get here, I'm explaining the situation. If they still want a problem, if somebody want to hit me, okay, then I'll be hit. All right? I'm going to a ring to box to get hit and hit. So anyways, he's like, but you steady talking. So then when I'm trying, because I'm hyped up, but I'm really trying to defuse the situation for real, because it's stupid. The whole reason why you spoke to me was stupid. You should have observed, as men usually do, observe the situation and then act accordingly. You observed the situation and wanted to feel like, oh, this is my opportunity to look tough and look tough with her. Like, yeah, okay, do it with the single mom I'm not doing nothing to nobody. All right, you feel big and bad now, right? You feel real tough now, right? So anyway, he's like, you steady talking. I'm still trying to defuse the situation by telling him, like, hey, like, I used you as an example to my sons, like to work hard and whoop the whoop. And he keeps shutting the door every time I get to saying that because he don't want to hear no niceness. Because let me let y'all know. I don't know what this world is, but we live in a world of half angels, half demons, for real. And I mean with us, the people. We have a choice to do good things, which would mean angel, or bad things, which would mean demon. You see what I'm talking about? And some people like to be demons. And some people realize that they have half demons and want to exercise them. You see what I'm talking about? So I'll never say I'm a full angel, like I do everything right. I messed up today. I ate chicken today, guys. That's against my whole thing, but I messed up today. So, and I let the bad side win. And it's not the bad side of y'all. It's just the bad side of me because that's what my standard is for me. I don't judge nobody for nothing like that. That's just what I'm on. Because I want to go pro by not eating meat. And I got to figure that I gotta be more disciplined. I'm disappointed in myself that way. But obviously not too disappointed because I didn't stop myself from eating it, right? So I'm not going to toot my own horn just yet. So anyway, he keeps shutting the door being disrespectful. And so the guy's talking to me or whatever. And so I'm going in the store. And then he pop out. He open the door, say some stupid shit and keep closing the door. Like, you don't want a resolution, it seemed to me, right? And at the time, you already got me like, what? You're being stupid. Like, you're being stupid, sir. You're being dumb. And that's one thing that, if you want to see me get irritated real quick, say some dumb stuff to me. Say dumb stuff to me and you'll see me get irritated real quick. Because I don't like dumb stuff. And I mean in that way. Because I do dumb stuff every day. But I mean that type of, like, what do you do? You're interrupting my life right now. So anyways. So I go in the store. He started talking. I'm going to the laundromat. I'm in the laundromat. I hear him, bitch this, bitch that. Call me all type of bitches. I came out the store like, oh, that's cool. I like that. I like being called a bitch. What are you talking about? Like, I don't care. But let me call you a bitch. You don't like that. So I call him a bitch. Like, you a bitch. You know what I mean? What are you talking about? I don't care if you call me a bitch. Like, that means nothing to me. Literally. So anyway, when he's going back and forth. I'm going back and forth. Then finally, I'm thinking that cool. Maybe he about something. I'm going in my car to do whatever. And then he about something. Now, mind you, he did some more Karen stuff. While he's talking shit to me, while he started messing with me, he started with me on some stupid stuff. He's recording me with his phone. He's recording me. Did you get a good look? You know what I mean? Like, you didn't even record me looking my best. Like, dang. You know what I mean? Like, what'd you do that for? You know what I'm saying? Like, so? Like, that's some Karen stuff. Like, so anyway, or he's on the phone with somebody. Well, either way, he's doing some female stuff. But he got his balls today. Congratulations. Most people are hustling for their wings. He's hustling for his balls. So anyways, because you want to feel tough talking to a lady, like, who doesn't bother anybody. You know I don't bother anybody. So anyway, but I'm not, anyway. So then, as I'm going into the car, whatever, he's like, well, I apologize, whatever, I apologize. And I was just like, thank you, I appreciate that. Now we cool. Now we can be cool. Now it's cool. Now I ain't got nothing else to say because you apologize. Like, thank you, because you were wrong. You were wrong to even say something to me. Because, why? And I'm not going to just, I'm going to be super duper nice to him when I already know this person has a underlying vendetta against me. And I'm going to tell y'all why. So anyway, I go in the store. The other guy's in the store, and he's talking to me or whatever. The guy who tried to defuse the situation. And so, I don't know what this is about me, but I can begin to cry. Well, I know what it is. Because I'm hurt to my soul, for real. When stuff like this happens, it hurts me to my soul. Because it's like, maybe it's entitlement where I feel like, dang, why is this happening to me type. Maybe that's why. But I'm crying because I'm like, just like the other day, there's like a couple weeks ago when the guy sexually harassed me, I'm crying because it's like, why are you like this? Like, why are you even roaming the earth? Why are you even here? Really, what is the purpose of your soul here? What are you doing amongst us tribe of people who genuinely are trying to do good? We might fail every day, whatever. But we're genuinely trying to do good. Especially, we might fail within our own selves. But when it comes to treating other people a certain type of way, we're really trying not to fail there. What is your purpose? It bothers me. And then it bothers me too because this human being has seen me. Just like these other people have seen me. Not bothering anybody. Taking care of my kids. And just, that's it. That's it. I'm not falling all over the street drunk. I'm not a woman that you wouldn't be proud to have in your community. I'm not, none of that. So it makes me feel emotional. Like, what the hell? That was stupid. Like, what are you bothering me for? And then it's like, we're going back and forth with our mouths. Like, there's no point to even go back and forth with our mouth. And it's not worth laying our life down for. So what are we doing? It's stupid. And he has no reason to disrespect me. None whatsoever. Because I did nothing disrespectful. And I kept telling him, I mean, when I was fussing or whatever, I'm just like, you're stupid for arguing with somebody. You're so worried about your car. I can hop in my car right now, back my car into your car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people need to know, like, I'm not going to do that. Because I don't want to do that. And I don't want to lose what I've worked for. But there's people out here who are crazy enough to say, I don't care about none of that. And mess up your car, mess up whatever you got going on. Like, you know what I mean? Do something to you, do something to me. Like, it's stupid. Like, it's so dumb. And so it makes me emotional because the world, like, dang, we're in 2024 and people haven't changed yet. We haven't observed things, like, to know, like, oh, okay, well, logically, they got it. Like, logically, she's looking, she cares, she doesn't want to hit my car, and she's actually trying not to, like, but I still want to pop off with her because, like I said, he wanted to earn his balls today. So anyway, but I like that he apologized, but after you hear the rest of the story, it's like you really didn't, you didn't do nothing. It doesn't seem genuine. You know what I'm saying? Or if it was genuine, I don't know why you're still trying to be tough. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing this for? So anyways, when I go in, the guy's talking to me and I'm crying. He comes in the laundromat and he's on the phone with somebody and they're like, because I'm talking to the guy and I'm crying. So then he comes in, clearly from the way the conversation went, he was still in the car talking about me on the phone. It's your prerogative, it's your mouth, you can do whatever with it, right? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. So when he comes in, he's like, she's crying. And then he's like, yeah. And he's like, tell her, she need to go somewhere with that. Whoever was on the phone. Like, to me, it's like, people want to be tough. They want to act tough, but they're not tough when they're in your face. Like, it's weird. Like, it's really strange to me. Like, get out of the whole hood. Get out of the whole hood. Because the only thing, I mean, I can't speak too much into it. You know what I mean? Because I do believe in sticking to codes and stuff. But what are you doing? Like, you and the man. You and the other man on the phone. I'm a woman. So I'm not saying gossiping is cool and all this stuff or anything, but It was just like, you apologize, but you're still on the phone talking to old boy. That's crazy. So I'm talking to the guy about it, and the other guy, before he walked in the store before he walked to the laundromat on the phone, I'm talking to the guy, and he's like, you don't have to cry, sweetie, or whatever he's saying. And well, he didn't say sweetie, but he's like, you don't have to cry. And I just said sweetie because he said it in a soft way that made me feel cared for. So that's really what made me cry, because it's like, in a world of nobody cares, when you feel cared for, it makes you be like, yeah, okay, I feel safe enough to unload. Maybe that's where the tears come from. So, well, that's why I let the tears fall. And I'm not, who cares? I don't have to be tough. I am tough. I am tough. I don't have to not cry in order to feel tough. You see what I'm saying? Sidebar, people, cry if you need to cry. Cry if you need to cry. Yeah, I don't cry every time off of everything. Like, oh my God, I stubbed my toe, I'm crying. Like, no, you could cry. It saddens me that that human people are this way, that the whole situation never needed to happen. It never needed to happen. Now, I didn't have to keep on talking, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'll tell you why I already was like, this guy already has an underlying animosity towards me. So that's what made me be like, man, like, you want me to be scared of you so bad. So bad. It makes no sense. Why would I be scared of you? Like, whatever. Like, if you want to feel tough, you want to earn your balls, go be that tough. Go be that tough in a different area. And we all know the area. We all live in Cali, so we know the area you can go play tough in and see how tough you are. So anyways, this is not it. Not with the single mom you see every day, like, who doesn't bother nobody. So then I was talking to the guy or whatever, and I was just like, but he wouldn't, and I was telling him, but he wouldn't do this with a man, like, at all. Like, he wouldn't do it, or if he would do it with a man, it wouldn't even go that far or whatever, you know? Or that's who you do it with. You don't do it with the lady who's not bothering you. Like, and technically, like, if we were, I guess, in a fight or whatever, like, you have more testosterone than me, you have more strength than me, whatever. Well, I might have. It's hard for me to say these words because I know I'll be at the gym and I know what I'm working with. So it's hard for me to even believe that I couldn't kick his ass. Like, if it was, but I don't play with my hands. We're not playing. We're not gonna play with you to see who will win a fight. Like, you know, like when. Like, fighting to me in my head is like like Mandingos, like, and I don't mean no disrespect, so, but when you watch, like, Django and the Mandigos, like, they fight and then the other person dies, like, that's what fighting is for. Like, you're threatening my physical, these are my vital organs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing it in the ring, and I know even going in the ring, I could die. You know what I mean? And kill, but I'm not going there to kill. I'm going to play with my hands. I don't play with my hands on the street. That's stupid. So anyways, whatever. I'm not going to go into the spiel. So anyway, so he comes in there on the phone talking mess, the person on the phone talking mess or whatever. And what I seemed to notice was, like, when the man that he was on the phone with started talking mess, he kind of changed the subject. So I appreciate that. I still don't understand why the situation. I wish that me and this man could have a genuine conversation and really he could see who I really am and what I'm really about. Because that's one thing I hate. I hate for my reputation to be slaughtered and not. I hate when people say that I'm lying, or they have, like, if they're like, oh, she's a terrible person. I'm just like, no, I'm really not. You want to find out? You want to really find out? So anyway, I don't like that. But in this world, especially on the internet and things like that, and going into the world, I have to get over that. Like, that's a my issue thing. Like, I have to, like, people aren't going to always like you. And I just have to know that the problem isn't with me, because I know me more than anybody. So nobody can say that they know me better than me. Only people that could truly say they know me is my creator, first and foremost. And when I say my creator, I mean God. My creator, myself, my children, and my man. Those are the only people that truly know me for real. Other people can gather, they can make observations. Like, there's a few people who's like, I really see you doing, you know, just taking care of your kids. Like, you're an asset to a team. I want you on my team type. But, you know, but I'm not going to be on their team. But, I mean, anyway. But there's some people who really see what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? and what I'm trying to do. So anyways, so I can see when he was on the phone, he tried to change the subject or whatever, which is cool. Just like when he came in the laundromat talking on the phone, and I was already talking to the other guy about it, I was quiet because when I realized he came into the laundromat, I just stayed quiet because it's like, I don't want to further, you already apologized. I don't want to further escalate the situation that should have never happened in the first place. Situation should have never happened in the first place. So, anyway, I go in the car, I finish what I'm doing, put the clothes in, and then, I'm trying to calm down. And so, of course, to myself, just like when your parent is like, when you're talking mess or when you're younger or whatever, and your mom, you're like, whatever, F you. You're talking to yourself or whatever, trying that she don't hear you. That's what I was doing because I didn't want to make the situation worse. Because after that, we have to fight. After that, it's going to be, you know what I mean? He already apologized, right? Which I appreciate. If anything, he got the balls for the apology. In my opinion, he earned his balls by apologizing. You know what I'm saying? But the other stuff was BS. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. But the apology is much appreciated still. You know what I mean? So anyway, I go in the car, and I was like, well, I'll just make a video because this happened. It's my life. I'm allowed to say what happened, That's why I'm making this video right now, and it's 26 minutes, so I'm going to try to wrap it up. But this stuff in this neighborhood, and then, mind you, he's like accusing me of being on drugs. And so I'm just like, he's like, are you on drugs? I'm like, shit, in my head, like, are you on fucking drugs? Like, you the one who, and if I was on drugs, I would hit your shit without paying attention. But you see me, like, what the heck is going on here? The stuff that happens in my life is so confusing sometimes to me. I don't get it. So anyways, I'm just like, whatever, try and calm down. I was like, well, maybe I'll just make a video about it or whatever. And then, like, mind you, while the window is rolled down, when I come back to the car after everything is calm and over with, and I just say, you know what, I'm not going to keep going on and on. I'm definitely not going to start talking mess to the person on the phone because that's stupid. You know what I mean? Like, it is, if you come toe to toe with me, you'll see what I'm made of. We'll both see. Like, what am I using the mouth for? You know what I mean? Unless it's to diffuse the situation. We use our mouth to diffuse situations or to be like, no, hello, do you understand? That's what I use my mouth for. I don't use my mouth to, like, pop stuff. Like, I don't be like, well, I gotta prove to you I'm hard because my mouth works. Like, no. If you have a genuine issue with me, my toe is right there. You can come stand toe to toe with me. So anyway, so then what happened after that? Yeah, so I just get in the car, try to calm down, try to make a video about it. The video didn't work because my phone cut out or whatever, which was good. Because then I didn't get the chance to really just process the situation on how, yeah, he was calling me all out by name. Yeah, I wasn't going to be quiet because he didn't operate as a man to me, period. He should never even spoke to me on that type of level to talk mess to me. You see no man with me. But anyway, but then yes, he apologized, so that was dope. And then when he was on the phone talking to whoever he was talking to and the person started talking mess on the phone, I noticed him change the subject. So that was cool. But then I don't know what that meant. And then after he starts sprouting off where he lives at. And I don't even be coming out here. I live over here in Whoop-de-Whoop. Which is like, you want to prove you're hard? You still want your balls today. I'm not threatening you. Because I'm not. I got stuff going on. But, I doubt he's watching this. But if he was watching this, I would tell him you shouldn't do that. You don't have to be hard. I'm sure you have a family that might love you. I don't have to love you, but I'm sure you have a family who loves you. They don't, and you don't tell people where you live at, that comes to bring trouble because we don't know whose bullet's going to work. We don't know whose shot, you know what I mean? Like whose shot's going to fire harder. You know what I'm saying? Like don't tell people where you live at if you just got in a fight with them because I don't know you, you don't know me. And you see me alone, but I might not be alone. Like, you don't know. Like, I have a phone full of people. Like, you don't know who would ride for me. And really, who's crazy enough to ride for me. And I don't know who's crazy enough to ride for you. But I don't be out here starting problems. I don't be out here like that. But I'm just saying it's not smart. Just person to person, because I do care. Like, you should tighten up. We should both tighten up, but you should really tighten up. So anyways, so he starts sprouting off where he lives at. And this is sidebar, like, I hate when the first thing people do about my area, they'd be like, are you on drugs? Because everybody's on drugs over there. Like, first of all, over the cross of the whole world, people are on stuff. Some people use stuff to reach new levels mentally and go have an experience. We're all, I'm not on stuff, but why are we putting people down who are on drugs? Why do humans do that? Why? Because people who are on drugs are clearly going through things. Can we not judge them? Can we not? They're going through something. People on drugs who are in active drug addiction, because we're all addicted to something. He could be addicted to the feeling he feels when he's repping his hood. And that's another thing. Like, this is why he really doesn't like me. This is the secret animosity. And people are so strange. They're just, like, there's different kind of language. There's body language. There's actual language. There's lots of things that are, there's, like, different, you can, like, Google this. There's, like, different forms of language. So, if somebody does something, like, if they speak to you sarcastically, then you could tell that they are demeaning you, right? So, it's kind of like this. So, this is what I'm talking about. So, my fiance was murdered in 2022. I was going through some things. My fiance is a Crip. And Crips rep blue, if you guys don't know. Before my fiance was murdered, he wasn't tripping off that. He had blood friends, he had Crip friends, just like me. I have blood friends, I have Crip friends, I have Hoover friends, I have Grape Street friends. I have all type of gang member friends, right? Well, not friends, but, associates that if they call me they needed something, I'd do it for them. You know what I'm saying? And I'd like to believe they might do the same. I don't want to test it because I really don't. We know how I feel. I really don't believe many people care about me. But this is not to gain sympathy. That's just truly how I feel. But you'd have to live in my experience to feel like that. And I know there's a lot of people who feel like that. But anyway, it's fine. I care. So, anyway, so before he was murdered, I had red blankets, red curtains, red everything, right? Because I liked red. I liked the way it looked on my skin. I've always liked red. And so, and royal blue. But it's really hard to find royal blue clothes. And I love the way royal blue looks on me. Love it. Even when I liked red. So after he was murdered, I was going through, like, lots of thoughts. And I started to feel literally uncomfortable around the color red. I don't like red anything now. And it has nothing to do with gangs. Well, it has nothing to do with gangs because he was in a gang. But it has nothing to do with gangs in the sense of I'm not in a gang. Like, I'm not, like, now it's just like I have blue because, like, my blanket is blue. Like, before he even was murdered, I started buying blue comforters and stuff, which I still have. I just genuinely, I've always liked royal blue. Like, red used to be my favorite color, but it's not anymore. So my favorite colors are olive green, royal blue, and white, and gold. Right? And I don't really like black. I like black, but I don't really like black. But those four are my main colors. Those are my favorite colors. Those colors make me feel comfortable. Blue especially. I just feel, I'm sure that there's a scientific reason why blue would make me feel comfortable. But you'd have to Google it if you care that much. But I know it's a fact. So, I just like blue. It makes me feel comfortable. And so, even this color here, I just looked at it, so we'll just say, this is burgundy, by the way. And this jacket is my oldest son's. So, anyway, I just like it because I didn't do my hair, and I felt like still being in this, I like the way I look in this outfit, even though my shirt has got stains on it. So, anyway, after going through all that, I went through a process mentally for like 5 months of trying to process what happened, how did it happen, why did it happen, why did I lose my fiance? We loved each other, we were supposed to get married, we were working towards that. So yeah, we were working on trying to get our lives, to a point to where we were trying to get a house, we were trying to, he was trying to find a job that he was going to stay in, and so he could start building his money up. But it was like, I was with him, I didn't, with the situation, I was just like, I'm not tripping. Like, You find where you're comfortable at. I wasn't giving him no headache about, you better get a job and whoop the whoop. Like, it wasn't nothing, none of that. We were a complete team. And then he was murdered. And he was murdered, and I can't say it was gang related, but I know that, like I said, with the way everything, the situation looks about me, I might seem like I'm a Crip, but I'm not a Crip at all. But I've grown up around a lot of gang members, and so certain, like, you know, character codes are embedded in me. Just like when people are in the military, there's certain codes that are embedded in them. But both things, gang violence and military war, kill people. And why are we doing that? Because you might not love the person, but somebody does. Somebody loves them and needs them. You see what I'm talking about? So we can't judge people in the gangs that way if we're not going to judge the military. Both of it needs to stop, right? And even if you're not in gangs and you're killing people, you need to, like, stop. Why is the world like this? I'm very sensitive, so I'm just like, why is this like this? I don't understand why people haven't, what gives you the right to murder people who people care about? Makes no sense. Who somebody cares about. And somebody needs them. Somebody needs them. Because I'll tell you, I needed him. And if I didn't need him, and as you see, I'm in a different relationship, so, but I know his daughter needs a hug from him. So it's not okay. It'll never be okay. So, when I was coming out of that laundromat, I heard him on the phone saying, like, yeah, we'll just pop that nigga. Like, we'll just kill him. You know, but he could have been talking about a dog. But even if you're talking about an animal, like, why do you think you have the right? And then to think you're hard about it, like, that's not cool. Like, that's the weakest shit ever. Like, go, you know what I mean? Like they said in the movie Friday, like, you put your dukes up, like, see what you're really about. Like, see how tough you are. You know what I mean? Like, killing somebody's not tough. You know what I mean? And, so anyways, it's stupid. And that's on, and there's people, and it's not even just about gangs. Like, there's people who, oh my gosh, like, even other communities, like, who have, you know, they know what it is. And they kill people. Like, why? Like, stop. Like, why won't you demons stop? Like, I can only imagine how God feels if I feel a way about it. I can only imagine how God feels. Like, dang. So anyway, that's why I think religion is in place, to be honest. That's why I won't disrespect anybody's religion, because I do believe that, you know, some people figured out that they can do whatever they want. And as long as they're willing to deal with the consequences, they do whatever they want. And they don't care what God thinks, or they don't care about what the energy thinks. They don't believe, they don't care about any of that. So anyways, so when I was throwing out all that blue, so after realizing that I was so uncomfortable around the color red, I took every single thing in this apartment, every cute clothes that I wanted, a pot that my fiance bought for me that was red. So you see, he wasn't partial to it, but I genuinely just don't feel comfortable about the color red. Now, it has nothing to do with like gangs, because my name is Callie Blue, named after a girl whose name is Callie Red, and she's definitely affiliated, right? So she's Callie Red. My name is Callie Blue, so I'm named after her, like, in a sense. Like, I even sent her a message on Instagram. It was like, I don't mean no disrespect, because I know how that is, but, you know, my channel name, I got it from you, but I just named it Blue instead of Red. But my blue is spelled BLEW for a reason, because when I was going through this, Cali blew for me, like the California blew for me. And you'd have to be in my situation, in my experience, to know why exactly it's BLEW, like what I felt blow. And if you ever sit to my face and talk about it and want to hear the story, I'll tell you. But I'm not going to say it on this internet, but whoever's in my personal life who is really solid with me, we could talk about it, like, if you want to know the story, because it's true. Because like I said to my dad today on the phone, I'm not a liar, and I'm not going to start today. I'm not gonna start. I'll tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and it's real. You know what I mean? Stuff is real out here. So anyway, so yeah, so after realizing like, oh, I can't stand this, I threw out, but it wasn't just red stuff. I threw out orange stuff, and which was like Hoover, you know what I mean? And I have a Hoover friend. You know what I mean? He known me since I was like, well, he's not like a friend. He's not like a friend, but you know what I mean? I've known him since I was like 17 years old. And so, like, he knows I mean no disrespect to him, you know, and I threw out purple stuff. My baby daddy's from Grape Street. They represent purple. Like, it was just what I was going through at the time, you know what I mean? And so, what I was thinking about at the time, mind you, I wasn't on drugs now or then. And so, anyways, so it was just like some of us who have lost a loved one might know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people go through experiences when they lose somebody that close to them. So I'm talking to them. I'm talking to that tribe. Those people who understand. So anyway, as I'm throwing those stuff out, I was loading up my car, and I threw out my microwave. The microwave got thrown out because it was red. I needed the microwave. I can't tell you why I processed this way. That's how I processed it, right? So I just set it outside respectfully, neatly, right? And even while I was going through that, I even was like thinking to myself, like, I'm not being disrespectful to nobody's hood, because everybody, whether you're in the military or you're in gangs, everybody has lost a soldier to this stupid fight. Everybody. So that's why I don't talk to people recklessly. Like, I could have talked to him real reckless the whole time. Really reckless. And so when I was out there doing that, there was a couple ladies who was trying to be nosy, like, are you all right? I'm like, ugh, mind your business and get out of my world. You know, like, don't interrupt me. That's how I am. Like, really, for real. Like, unless you need something for real. But if I'm in my, leave people alone. You know what I'm saying? Leave them alone. They know our mouths work. We know how to ask for what we need. Like, you know? So anyways, so in that sense, that's how I was feeling at the time. And so, and sometimes I'm still like that, because I'm like, anyway, I would take me all day to describe why I mean that. So a couple people were watching me and stuff like that, and I think it got back to him, or he might have drove by and seen it. This guy I seen today, because after that, all of a sudden he's got this weird attitude. I go up to the store again, and I was just thinking about stuff, because my eyes started to open up about things. I started to be like, oh dang. So I see some people at the store, and I'm just like, I had realized before that, this was after I threw out all the red stuff in the apartment. And I realized, like, dang, I've been in this apartment this long, and I didn't even realize, like, fires can happen. And do we have a plan? Like, do we have where we would go? Do we have money saved up? Do we have, emergency bags? Like, do we have at least a plan to get out the house? Like, forget all the stuff we own. Like, just get out the house, type stuff. And, so when I seen the people outside, I drove up, and I was just like, hey, can I talk to you guys for a minute or whatever? Kind of like a Jehovah's Witness for real. And I was just like, hey, I just wanted to let you guys know. And it was summertime at the time. So I'm like, I just want to let you guys know, like, just in case of a fire, just be prepared, for a fire. Because we don't never know if it'll happen, when it'll happen. Like, be prepared. And so I'll even show you, like, in my apartment, like this is my heart. Like, I'm not even, like, that's our person. So I have on my board, probably shouldn't show all that. I hope you guys didn't see the numbers. But anyway, these are the police department, right? Down there. Like, I wrote down that stuff, like, just so we always know what to do in this household in case of emergency. We go through drills. In case of a fire, this is what I have for my kids to do. Like, we should be prepared, because for some reason in this world, people have this weird superstition that they think, oh my gosh, if I talk about it, then that's what brought it to me. Like, no, I didn't talk about the tragedies that happened in my life. They happened. That doesn't mean you bringing it to you. Just be prepared, So while I was doing that, the guy who was there today, who was talking to me like that for no reason, and I have to say apologize. He apologized. Right? So which I do appreciate, you know what I'm saying? And the fact when he was on the phone, he changed the subject, I appreciate that too. But if he still has a problem, like, that's stupid. Like, I'd rather we just sit down and get to the business. Be real, be nice, be cool. Like, exercise your demon. And so anyway, I go to the store or whatever, and I go to the group of guys. He comes in, he's like, we don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Get out of here. I'm like, because I'm still me, I'm like, so anyways, and I just talked to the rest of the guys, like, so ever since then, I'm like, does he have a problem because I threw out a whole bunch of red shit, and he's like big on blood this and blood that or whatever, like, all right, like, mind you, no disrespect, but when are we going to realize that these are crayon colors? Like, people are getting murdered over crayon colors, over colors. I didn't disrespect you. I didn't hurt anybody. I haven't molested anybody in your family. You haven't molested anybody in my family. You haven't, you know what I mean? Like, we haven't broken real codes. Like, it's a color. It's a color. Now, this is no disrespect because I've lost a soldier. You might have lost soldiers. The military loses soldiers. Hoover's lost soldiers. Grape Street lost soldiers. And the rest of the gangs lost soldiers. You see, I'm not in gang affiliate. I don't even know the names of the gangs. I don't even know them. Those are a few I know. So anyway, but if you see me with a blue rag on, it's because I feel comfortable around blue. And out of respect for my fiance. It has nothing to do with anything else. So anyways, not like that. And like I said, if anybody has a problem, my toe is right there. Let's come toe to toe. My toe's right there. So anyways, which is stupid, but I mean, whatever. So anyway, so he's been having a problem since then. Now let's rewind all the way back till 2011, 2012, when I first moved into this apartment, and my ex-friend used to be the manager of the apartments he used to live in. He was trying to holler at me. He was trying to get in my pants. You know what I'm saying? Or make me his woman, whichever one he had an idea for. But I'm just going to assume get in my pants. Because even though I don't look much on this camera, I look like something cute in person for real. Especially when I get it together, baby. Listen. That's why I don't mind looking crappy. Because I ain't worried about that. So, I looking dressed down. Let's just say dressed down. But anyway, so it's like you go from hollering at me to having secret animosity. And now you're saying something over some stuff you shouldn't. But then, mind you, he apologized. So, situation diffused. That's what happened to me today. And thank you for letting me come and vent. And hopefully, now my dad told me when I got sexually harassed, he's like, now stop going to that laundromat. Don't go to that laundromat. There's a laundromat across the street. It might be some issues over there too. I don't want to go across. I don't want to be, I mean, you know what? Maybe since I'm making the video and it's already weird over there, like, I mean, there's people like, I don't want to disrespect nobody over there for real, because, you know, on a certain day, most of them gave me a good experience, you know, so I don't want to talk crap, you know, because that's not cool, but, you know, there's certain, you know, maybe the weird energy is just what I'm feeling, but, hold on. So anyways, yeah, so just because I'm thinking about it now, I might just start doing my laundry somewhere else just to get out the way, because I don't want to be bothered, you know. I don't want to be bothered with nonsense, and and it is truly nonsense. And, you know, my children, I put in a lot of hard work to, you know, try to make them well-rounded and just try to raise them to be better men than some of the men that I have witnessed. And I'd like to see them grow up, you know, and see what kind of men that they'll be based on my cultivation, you know. And I truly do be trying to get it together. You know, they may not like the way that I parent them all the time, but I would like to be a part of it. So I might just not go over there no more, because the interactions that I've had over there recently have not been good. So maybe it's just, you know, life's way, God's way, or life's way, the energy's way. I don't know how you want to put that, of showing me, like, yeah, and my dad already said too, so I should probably listen to my dad. and not go over there anymore. Especially because I was like, no, I'm still going to do it. This is like, since I've been sexually harassed, this is the second time. Yeah, so it's been 2 weeks. So this is the second time that I've been, you know, second week that I've been doing laundry over there. And this is the third thing that's happened. The second thing that happened, I didn't even tell you guys. But I didn't make a video about it. But, so, I'll probably just not go over there no more. Not because I'm scared, because everybody knows where I live anyway. Everybody over here knows probably, well, I won't say everybody knows where I live, but it's not hard to find out where somebody lives. And, as far as, like, you know, if they wanted to try to do something, I mean, that would be stupid. Like, for real, but people are stupid, because we live in a world where people think it's okay to murder people for money. They feel like it's okay to murder people for just because they're drunk or high. They feel like it's, like, stupid. Like, I'll tell you, like, what I thought about a long time ago is, like, I don't know if anybody believes in God on this channel, but, you know, my brother first told me this. He's like, you know, Sherelle, just think of life as a movie. You know, it's like a movie. And I was just like, okay, whatever. But then I elevated that thought to say, now, I believe in God. You don't have to. That's your business. But I have genuine reasons to believe and know that God is real. And it's like, what kind of movie are we giving God to watch for real? You know, when it comes to, like, murder. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to have interactions, and if we're smart, we're going to learn from them. You know, hopefully he learned something. Hopefully I learned something. I learned not to go over there no more because I'm cool off all of that. I have enough chaos in my brain as far as like, oh, I ate meat and then I shouldn't, but I know I shouldn't, and I knew I shouldn't when I got the meat, and, you know, like, I have enough going on with just trying to be a mom and trying to do the things that I do and trying to, you know, accomplish things, you know what I mean? And try to go and, you know, I got a lady I'm working for now and her husband and trying to do that. Like, I just want peace, you know? So I can only imagine what God would want. You know what I'm saying? I don't think God wants chaos. And I don't care what book says what. I don't care what people believe. I don't believe that my creator wants chaos. You know? And, or if at a time my creator did want chaos, it's like, okay, can we figure it out already? Like, all right, it's okay to be good now, you know? Like, hello world, nobody has sense? The people haven't, you know, evolved enough to be sensical now? Like, whatever. So anyway, today's Boxing Day 26. Thanks for listening to my story. And after the gym, I'll probably do a little video because this video is like an hour long, and I'm sure maybe one person will watch it, and the one person probably won't be me this time. But if you made it this far, could you hit the thumbs up like button, or you could put a heart in the comment section. If you put a heart in the comment section, and please use whatever color you want. You want to use red, use red. You want to use blue, use blue. Yellow, orange. Use the whole rainbow. You know what I mean? So, because remember, we all lost soldiers to those fights. And the fights of life. Cancer, we've lost soldiers to. Diabetes, we lost soldiers to. Mental illness, we lost soldiers to. We all lost soldiers in this fight. You hear me? And so, can we, again, I will say, let's try not to be the hurt people that hurts people on purpose. You know what I mean? And if we must hurt people, let's apologize. You know what I'm saying? And no, I did not get a man apology today because, yeah, nothing about it felt right or genuine. And he, like I said, he already has talked to me like, I don't care about you. And that's another thing. I don't know if the world will ever be the world that cares, to truly care, you know, about what they're making somebody feel. Because he doesn't know. He's like, he doesn't know. It's like, I don't know what he's going through. He doesn't know what I'm going through. But please understand, like, my nephew committed suicide. And I'm not saying I'm suicidal, and I'm not saying I'm going to commit suicide. But I'm just saying, when we treat people the way that we treat people and continue to torture them, like my manager, I'm going to do a story time on this manager, too, because this is crazy. She's crazy. But, you know, They don't know what ripple effect that we may have on people. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, you know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I mean? But, you know, he doesn't know what I'm going through to, like, push me over the edge. And I don't know what he's going through to push him over the edge. And again, and I didn't, all I was talking, anyway, I already talked about it. But, we don't know what anybody's going through. So can we not purposely bother people? Can we just keep it like that? Let's just purposely not bother people. You know what I mean? Let's bother ourselves with, you know, changing our ways. Let's bother ourselves by changing our ways and stop bothering people. Because people are terrible for no reason. For no good reason. You know what I mean? It's not, you know. Even when that guy sexually harassed me, like, that situation, like, showed me, like, no, you really need to stop being nice. You have a man. And what are we talking for? You want me to be your man, or you want to get in my pants? I mean, you want to be my man, or you want to get in my pants? And I have one of those. I have one of those already. So we have nothing to talk about. You know, for real, for real. But, like I always say, God is still God, and my creator is still my creator, and I don't need that situation. I didn't need the sexual harassment situation just to teach me already what I was doing, which was not entertaining people anyways. So I didn't need that, you know. So anyway, and that guy never apologized. I've seen him a couple times, and he never apologized, and there's people at the store who's shaking his hand. So that's crazy, but it is what it is. I don't even really need to go to the store. I go to the store a couple times because I'm really alone a lot. So, and not my children are not my companions, so I'm alone a lot. And so sometimes when I see some people hanging out outside, there's one guy who hangs out outside, and he's like, you know, just know when I'm out here, the energy's good. And so, you know, sometimes I'll go in the store if I see him out there or whatever, but so I was like, okay, let's see if the energy's good. Maybe I'll just go, because I'd be bored. Like, that's what it is. But I ain't going to take my bored ass over there no more, because it's stupid. Like, who cares? I'd rather come home to my children. You know what I mean? So, not saying anybody's going to do anything to me, but I'm just saying, like, I'm over it. Like, it's so annoying. Like, it's so annoying. And sidebar, this area that I live in, or any areas that you live in, can we realize that people on drugs are already going through enough mentally? Okay? And yes, some of them bother us. Whatever. You know what I mean? Some of them interrupt our days, but everybody interrupts our days sometimes. Karens interrupt our days. And that is when I say Karen, you could be black, white, any race, and you could be any gender. You are a Karen. The man today was a Karen. So, but he apologized. And that's something a Karen probably won't do. So, anyway, let's just be kind to people who are on drugs. Because like I said, my fiance who was murdered, he was on drugs. And he definitely didn't like to be on drugs. And addiction is terrible. And let's not continue to look down on people who are on drugs. Because they're going through a lot mentally. And, you know, obviously, nobody really grows up and says, woohoo, I want to be a drug addict. And let's also remember that an addiction can be anything. This toothpick is an addiction to me now. I'd rather this addiction than any other one for sure, than cigarettes for sure. And food could be an addiction. And, you know, they're either going through a lot, or they want to enjoy their life partying. You know what I mean? And if we don't like drug users, then we should crack down on, you know, the pharmaceutical companies, the doctors who are prescribing all the drugs, and we should crack down on making sure drugs, like, people just need to have character to say, you know what, you know, maybe their eyes need to be opened up to say, you know what, I'm the one who's killing the community. And they're not just killing the black community, they're killing all of our communities, because I'm sure every race knows a person who is on drugs. But at the same time, I do believe that the ones who want to come out will come out, like the beautiful woman that I met the other day, Denise, who came out. So, and me, I know me, I came out of addiction. I used to be addicted to cigarettes, and I used to be addicted to weed for a little bit, And guess what? I came out. I don't do none of that. So, and I was never addicted to alcohol, but I don't drink anymore either because I'm trying to turn this body into a machine, you know. So I gotta be more careful, you know. And I really, you know, if life goes good, I want to live long. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. So anyway, it's been an hour, y'all. If you watch the video, I'm surprised. If anybody watches this video, I'm surprised. Thank you for listening to me vent. If you made it this far, put them hearts in the comments. Any color, doesn't matter. Or like the video, please. And hopefully you learned something today or was entertained. I don't know. But I love y'all, and I'll make another video, and it'll be short. Short and sweet. Day 26. Bye, y'all.